what's up? How all y'all doing tonight, today, whatever time it is, wherever you are? Man, if you've seen some of my other videos, I hardly ever naturally have a smile like this, and am in a positive, 100% positive, good mood, like like I am right now. I tell you though, it's not because it was hot outside today. Nah. I was actually happy because I'm happy because I got surprised last. I got surprised that I was able to wake up, on time today or whatever. I was trying to get up at 8, but I was like, no matter what, do not get up by 12. Get up before 12. My bad. And that's what I did. I met my goal. That's why I'm happy. I got up before 12 on the day that I do not work at my job. Not to say this is not my job, but maybe one day this will be. But until then, I have to be on the front lines doing my part, as well as some of these other, people out here. I give everybody props. I give props to everybody who has to go on the front line no matter what job you got. Because I promise you, every job is important. If y'all know some of my previous videos, I work fast food. I'm a cook. I always wanted to be a cook when I was young, but when I was a kid, but I never thought. I always wanted to be like one of them big time chefs, like that works in a nice restaurant or whatever. But nope. Not to say I'm not happy where I am, but it's not. It's close. It's the closest to the dream that I had when I was young. I dreamed of going to school, learning culinary arts, working under some top-notch chefs. And that's what I did. Exactly to the letter. I worked, I prayed, and I manifested some dreams with help from teachers, my grandmother, my parents. So that, thanks to all of them, I am where I am. And thanks to myself, because although I deal with the condition epilepsy, it was worse when I was younger. I'm looking at the positive point now. I'm tired of looking at the negative views about what I have to live with and what some people that I know have to live with. I look for the positive views, and the way I see it is, I'm at a point. I'm at a point with the progress of this epilepsy to where if I have a seizure, it is small. It is strong, but it is small and controllable. In other words, I just be like, calm down, relax, a couple deep breaths, and I'll be all right. And that's what it is. It is what it is. My VNS is doing its job. I'm very happy if I can snap out of a seizure without having to use my VNS. That's a bonus. Because the less I use the magnet, the more, I can't say the more battery I'll have, but the longer the battery will last. If that makes sense. Yeah, well, everything's all good. Okay, I know I'm rambling on like this. But, anyway. I have a pen pal that I started writing to, like, I think, earlier this month, I believe. And she's totally 100% supportive of me. Although she doesn't live here, she's still supportive. And I'm happy about that. The more people that are supportive, it helps me. It helps me gauge my emotions better. Because the more positivity I am around, the more happy I can be. It makes sense if you deal with it, epileptic or not. That's a natural piece of knowledge that makes sense to anybody and everybody. The more positive people you are around, the more positive you'll be. What do they say? What do they say? Some professional motivational speakers would say, you hang around 5 negative people, you become the 6th. Well, I flip that. I hang around positive people that may have negative emotions, but they keep it to themselves. So therefore, I count that as hanging around positive people, because everybody has their days, everybody has their good days, everybody has their bad days. You can't do nothing about that. But what you can do is you can inspire somebody. Say something nice. Do something nice. Inspire somebody so that way they can have positive attitude and a positive day. Positivity goes a long way. What do they say? It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile, or whatever. Or it could be the other way around. I don't remember. It was from a movie. But the point is, it's true. Whatever you believe in, whatever your mindset is, whatever you believe in, it is what it is. But I promise you, you stay on the negative side of life, stuff gets difficult. In other words, for me, that would be like seizures would be hard to control, having trouble asking for help from people, small stuff. Having my pride cloud my judgment. Everybody does it. Not everybody will admit it, but everybody goes through that. But like I always say, it is what it is. So I hope all of my subscribers and everybody who comes across my videos, speak your mind, keep an open mind, speak the truth, and remember, life is what it is. You play the cards you are dealt, is what I always was told when I was young. So I put that to the test. I did. I put that to the test seriously. And apparently, something is working. I haven't figured out what I'm doing that is working yet, but I'm still doing it as long as I know it's working. Why examine every little piece of information and emotion that you get? Because sometimes most of that stuff is just a waste of space and a waste of energy. Positivity, it takes more energy to have an attitude, have a negative attitude. And to be honest with you, I'm tired of dealing with people who openly put out their frustrations on others. Like I said, everybody has bad days, yeah. Everybody does. I bet you even the most revered saints Like, I bet you even our most revered famous saints in history had bad days. They just never showed it. They didn't hold it in, but they never exposed other people to their negative energy. That's what it is. It's the energy that you carry in life that helps you. Some people overthink stuff. Some people just do everything on a whim and guess their way through life. Well, it's true that you have to think about what you do, but do not overthink it. I know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying here. Trust me on this. I did what I had to do to keep positive attitude about life, about how I deal with other people, how I deal with my condition that I live with. I don't wallow. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. Sure, it will get you attention, but in the long run, it just holds you back. Mentally. So, why carry that mental baggage? That's how PTSD is formed. Holding your bad memories, bad experiences, holding your regrets. Let it all go. Let it all go. And I tell you, you will feel much better. You may not see it at first, but in due time, due diligence, stuff will change. And most importantly, the number one thing to being positive is, like I said, hanging around positive people. That's always the number one thing. Number two is your attitude towards people and how you take people's attitude towards you. All that adds up. And if you don't take care of yourself mentally, you mess yourself up physically. And if you mess yourself up physically and mentally, you can spiral into who knows what realm. I tell you. I'm telling you that if you don't check your mental status, it can affect how you live. Like, for example, I hate to bring this up, but I guarantee you that some of our most infamous, convicts that were put to death, they kept their emotions held. They didn't seek help. You can seek help from anything from talking to a friend, talking to family members, talking to spiritual leaders, blah blah blah. Talking to somebody that you trust, that you depend on, that will not judge you. It all adds up. How you treat yourself mentally, and how you act mentally. No, how you treat yourself mentally, and how you take mental actions towards you. You know what I mean? Like people talking down to you and stuff, people bullying you. That can lead to problems, and problems can lead to mental instability. And with epilepsy, it's been a proven fact that epileptics deal with depression and problem of pride. I can say this now because I always have my prayer group. My prayer group that I talk to, and my friends in my epilepsy support groups. I have a net of people that I talk to and pray with. And as corny as it sounds, it works. Some of the most ridiculous answers and some of the most dumbest answers that you think are dumb can be the correct ones. Like, like opening up and being able to talk to somebody. If your pride is to the point where you do not feel comfortable or strong, if you do not feel comfortable or brave enough to talk to a psychiatrist or psychologist without worrying about being judged, it's always good to have a friend. And that's all I got to say about that. Everybody, keep your mind open. Speak your truth. And remember, life is what it is. Play the hand you are dealt. And also, do not forget, if you like this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit notification bell for more videos. And like always, I love reading any comments that I get, whether they be negative or positive. I don't get offended by the negative ones, but I prefer people to be courteous. Because also in life, you get what you give.